guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So it is review time for the HuiNa wheel loader Bulldozer. Okay, model is in the description of the video, in the title in fact, as well as a link if you want to purchase this thing from Banggood.com. Now this was sent to me courtesy of them for review purposes. So we've done an unboxing video, pushing the limits, and a main running video combined together. And so now it's time to tell you what I think of this thing. Okay, so it is well built. Okay, it is a quality built toy. All right, it does have a metal bucket. It's got a metal cab. The wheels are not metal, by the way, on the main wheels themselves. Nice rubber wheels, though. You know, they're a little stiff, but that's okay. They got some decent traction. And the thing has some really, really good climbing power. Like, it's got a lot of bottom end torque to it. Now, this thing does drive like a tank system. Okay, so you can switch them this way. Yep. Switch them the other way. Get that up off the table a little bit. There we go. And it does have lights. Okay, so let me see if I can get this going right here. So there's your headlights, and it also has tail lights that will kick in. Let me just. There we go. So you've also got tail lights, and if you put one side on, only one side goes on. Same with the headlight, one side goes on, etc. Okay, so, but for the scale size of this is a 1/14 scale. So it's not huge, it's not, you know, really tiny either. Now it does have some weight restrictions. It can only do 0.32 of a pound maximum weight for lifting. Now it does a decent job with some dirt. You can get the bucket about half full, maybe sometimes a little bit more. And dirt doesn't weigh near as much as what I was trying to do with the weightlifting with the slingshot ammo in the bucket. And so it does a nice job there. Now the one thing we did find out too is putting it against the HuiNa dump truck that I have. We had to dig the trench a lot lower, probably about 3 inches roughly lower to this machine in order for this to have enough lift height to still carry your load across and then be able to, of course, dump that load in. And it dumps everything out of the bucket, which is nice. So it does go up more than high enough to dump everything out, which is good. Okay, so it is a decent little performer altogether. Okay, I was a little bit disappointed on the amount of weight it could lift. The excavator from them, the dump truck itself, the logger excavator, those are all really powerful in comparison to this. Like even the dump truck, I mean, I dumped almost a 3-pound steel vise off of that thing without any problems. So, and this thing couldn't quite pull off 1 pound of lifting. So I found that that was a little bit on the weak side, but otherwise decent. I mean, this is, you know, a toy grade machine after all. It's not hobby grade. Okay, so you're only going to expect so much out of it. For the price point that it's being sold for, it's a very good price, and you are getting a lot for your money, which I do find as well. As far as runtime goes, you get about 20 to 25 minutes runtime, about a 2-hour charge time, which I timed that out with just the battery that came with it. I threw it right on the charger after the unboxing, and it took about a good 2 hours to charge that battery. So they're pretty, you know, accurate on the charge time. Now we are going to also do a range test for you guys, because this is rated at a maximum of 50 meters, which is 164 feet. And I've got a pretty good idea on my driveway to the very end where we're going to hit that actual limit and a little bit of extra. And we'll see if it can actually travel that distance without any problems and back. And I will speed up the video dramatically for that, so that you guys, you know, don't have to wait for, like, you know, half an hour, because this thing is not fast. It's got torque, but it doesn't have speed, right? So, but overall, still a really decent product. It gets you into the construction stuff. You know, I mean, if you're thinking RC construction, but you don't have thousands of dollars to spend on hobby grade stuff, the HuiNa line, either way, is a good area to start at. and you know, so that's actually good, and they are really good quality, really decently built. I'm finding, so that's good. And like I said, the only thing that was a bit of a disappointment here for me was a bit on the weightlifting side. But I think part of that too is due to the fact the metal bucket is very heavy. You know, so that's going to add to, oh, can I lift this type of thing, right? You know, if it was a plastic bucket, it would be like, you know, probably a quarter of the weight, you know, in plastic. So then it would probably lift closer to, you know, about 0.70 of a pound without a problem. But that does make a difference there. But I like the fact that they did put a metal bucket on, because that's quality, that's durability. You're not going to damage it very easily. It's not going to break, you know. So if you're going to take this thing outside in the winter, you know, watch the snow level, because you don't really, you got to watch where you get things wet. You know, to a certain point, I mean, you've got, but then you've got electronics too there, right? So, you know, don't be going through the water. And if you're going through snow, make sure it's hard packed snow, so you can stay on the surface, right? And you know, feel free to take it to the beach. I don't see any issues with beach, and it would do a fun job with beach sand too. You know, I'm more than sure of that. Yeah, overall, pretty good little machine. I would probably put this thing, I'd say, you know, considering it's toy grade and everything, and it does perform half decently, you know. I have no problems putting this thing at an easy 4 out of 5 stars for those of you who like your star ratings. And yeah, if you're, you know, looking at getting into this sort of stuff for your kids, or, you know, you're an older kid or a big kid like me, definitely, if you can't afford the high end, yeah, you can definitely start here and, you know, see if you're even going to like it. And that's the nice thing I liked about it, was buying the cheaper machines, because I have 3 other HuiNas, and I love them all. And I am actually really loving the RC construction stuff. It's a lot more fun than I thought it would be, and it's really cool. So, you know, I'm going to keep up with it. And like I said in my other video, I'm really hoping that Banggood starts carrying the full HuiNa line, because I'll be right there to buy every single one of them, you know, because there is a ton load of different vehicles yet to go in the HuiNa line. And I'd like to have them all, because yeah, they're a lot of fun, they're cool, and you know, I can't afford those, you know, multi-thousand-dollar ones. You know, I'm sure with a little bit of ingenuity for the hobby guys out there, you know, you can actually get past that safety clicker, because that's where part of the restriction is that safety clicker kicks in when there's too much weight load on it. So you bypass that, you know, and that'll make it just by itself, you know, 100% better, you know what I mean? But otherwise, just the way it is, definitely great. Does a nice little job, it's a lot of fun, and you do get a lot of playtime, which is great as well. I'm going to be doing a driver mod on this thing and whatnot, but that's, you know, down the road type of thing. But pretty good, pretty decent little machine. Now, as far as the controls go, you know, this is like full speed forward here. You know, let's get over here. Let's do a full turn. Speed run. So it's not proportional speed or steering, but you can like click the controls like this. More accuracy. Same with the bucket, right? The bucket can go down and up in little stages to where you need it. Come to the end, there's that clicker, okay? That's just safety. It prevents breakage, which is good. Now, I already know someone's going to ask about parts access, and right now, Banggood doesn't have any replacement parts, other than I have seen batteries on their website. You got to look through their battery pages, but you will find them. The excavators do actually have replacement motor and drive gears, but this one so far, nothing as of yet. You know, but it's like any other product that they bring in, you know, a couple months down the line or so. You know, anything that they can get parts for, they get parts and post them up on the website for sale, and you can buy parts. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with this one for parts access, but, you know, I do know what they do have available right now on their website for the other machines, right? And nothing for the dump truck yet either, other than batteries, and you can definitely get batteries for the excavators right now. But yeah, so there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching, and we'll definitely catch you on the next one.